everyone, welcome to the mailbag. I've got 3 questions here that have been coming into my email box. Keep sending them in, and we'll try to get them all answered today in a short period of time. The first one I thought was very appropriate to answer today. It says, do you train sick, Tracy? I've got a cold. So here's my rule with my clients, my personal training clients. If they've got something that they're coughing or they have very high fever, then I always tell them they shouldn't train, they should rest. The other rule to kind of follow is if you go to the doctor and you're started on antibiotics, that I don't think people should train in those first few days of antibiotics. It's okay the latter part if you're on like a 10-day plan. But here's the thing. Inside of your body is an energy system. That's what our bodies are. And when you're taking an antibiotic, it means your body is fighting an infection, and that's why we're put on antibiotics. So the body is going to take longer to get better and heal if it has more competing goals. So if you're strength training and your body's energy system starts going towards helping your muscles recover and repair, even if you can get through your training session adequately, you're just shortchanging your recovery system in terms of getting healthy again. So again, if you put on 10 days of antibiotics, usually after the first 3 or 4 days, you're feeling much better, and then you can start training again. Personal training clients and people that go to the gym, I also suggest if you are in a contagious state, not everything's contagious, but if you are, then it really is nice not to go and infect all the machines and your workout area. So I advise clients when they're infectious to not train with me, since people will be using the equipment in a small enclosed room. So do I train sick? Today I am going to train. It's a cold. It feels crummy. You take some over-the-counter cold meds to treat symptoms. There's nothing you can do to really speed it up except continue to eat healthy. If you don't eat healthy normally, you would want to definitely make this a time to start. And drink lots of fluids, which I do anyway. I drink up to a gallon of water a day. And I really don't force feed myself. I lose my appetite when I'm sick with a cold. So these are the days that I don't worry about getting in calories. I don't worry about 6 meals a day. I just worry about optimum nutrition. So a lot of homemade soups and juicing. I do juice a lot during this period of time. And then of course I stick with my proteins because that's always important for me. So in a couple of days, in a day or 2, it'll be fine. I'll be right back to my regular calorie routine. I will be doing today, just my personal workout today is supposed to be legs the second day. So for me, that's light legs day. And the second day of shoulders and triceps. So again, it's perfect timing for my training because it's a light day for me, meaning I don't have to expend near as much energy system doing it. So when I work legs and triceps and shoulders all in one segment in about an hour, it's not overly taxing on my body. So it'll be fine for me to go ahead and strength train today. If I feel like at any point while I'm training that that I'm increasing my risk for injury because of the meds I'm on versus really the cold, then I will stop, of course, and do something, just do a cardio segment or something just to make sure I get in some exercise. Question number 2 is, do you train sore? Good question. The very first rule I follow is never train the same muscle group 2 consecutive days or even, without 48 hours rest. That's the golden rule. Because remember, what you're doing in your strength training is you're breaking down the muscle in order to build the muscle. But the muscle actually gets built during its non-work time. That's why sleep is so important for people that strength training. That's why we find when we start heavy strength training, we sleep very soundly, even people that have insomnia. I also think that, yes, sometimes you may have really overdone it on one of your days, not in a bad way, but in terms of intensity of soreness in the muscle, then you might need an extra recovery day in there. So that usually only happens in the beginning of your strength training program. It doesn't mean you're not going to feel sore some weeks. Every time you change your training protocol, you tend to feel sore or you push really hard. But as long as you've had 48 hours of muscle group rest, it's fine to start training it again, except if you're like sore to the touch, where you almost feel like you're bruised under there, then I would give it additional days. But play that by ear. And again, that's different advice for someone who's just starting out versus someone who has been training for a while. When you are just starting out, obviously you're not going to go quite as aggressively. You don't want to have those days where you can't walk for a week after legs, or you can't lift your arms to wash your hair for 4 or 5 days. That's just a little bit too intense of a training, in my opinion. So you play it by ears. The rules shift a little bit the more advanced your body becomes in your strength training. And the third question is, are short workouts better than no workouts at all? Great question. It depends. If you are a person that has trouble staying with consistency in terms of, let's say your goal is 5 days a week of training or 6 days a week. If you're a person that never goes more than 1 or 2 weeks in a row with sticking to your training plan, then I would say that yes, any workout is better than no workout. Then I would say yes, because what you're really trying to instill in yourself still is the habit of working out X number of days a week, whatever your training plan is, with your training coach. And if you are a person that you regularly strength train 5-6 days a week, I mean, it's been months upon months upon months where you haven't missed a day of working out, then probably taking that extra rest day is not a big deal. So you have to always gauge answers. There's no one size fits all. That's the thing about the human body and the human mind. We're all different personality types. We all feel very differently about working out. And you do want to make sure that you're not giving yourself an out. So if you're a person that 1 week you're sick, so you missed a couple of days. Then the next week you were busy at work, so you missed a couple of days. The next week the kids were sick, so you missed a couple of days. You're a personality type right now that is seeking ways out of the work. So my suggestion to my clients that I coach and train is, until you are in the habit that when you miss a workout you feel like something's truly missing from your day, then you need to train. Even if it's suiting up and stretching for 40 minutes or whatever your time for your training is, it will force you to get used to building working out into your schedule, and that will be of great benefit to you down the road. So sometimes, yes, shorter is better than no workout at all, and again, your intensity level, but it's really more the reason that you would have. Let's say I plotted out an hour for my strength training today, and for whatever reason, I'm asking myself, I can't do an hour, so should I work out at all? Well, 5 minutes of strength training when I'm trying to lift for 3 body parts isn't going to do me good. But maybe I can get in a 30-minute workout and just pick 2 of my 3 body parts and work each one for 15 minutes or something. It depends on the reason that you're not going to get your workout in. So only you know you best, and just make sure that whoever your coach or your trainer is, or your friends or your family, whoever your support team is, isn't giving you constant outs. One of the things I hear a lot from my clients are things that their friends or family say to them about how to eat and how to work out and how they do it. And I think sharing is all really great, but the fact is that a person that has not accomplished what you want to accomplish is not the person to go to for advice. They're a good support system, and support systems come in all shapes and sizes, but they are not the person to get your nutrition and exercise advice from, because most people or a lot of people, I won't say most, a lot of people that do struggle with their weight are people that go from fad to fad to fad to fad. They open a magazine one month and they go, oh, that looks good, that's what I should be doing. And then next month they choose another one. And that's one of the reasons why they're struggling. So again, get your advice from qualified people, okay? So that's it for our Mailbag Day. Have a great day, and I hope you don't catch the summer colds that are out there. And we'll catch up soon. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me. Bye.